If you want to be a successful trader, one of the really important things that you must do is take your time to learn the craft properly. If you do that, the rewards will be huge. So let's talk about that important topic and more right now. Hey there traders, it's Andrew Mitchem here at the Forex Trading Coach with video and podcast number 610. Really important lesson today. And it all comes from a free to the public live 1 hour webinar that I held earlier this week. And I called it Ask Me Anything. And so people could come on to that webinar live in real time and ask me any trading question at all. And of course I had some emailed to me that from people that couldn't attend live. It was a great session, lots and lots of valuable information. And I'm going to put a link to that webinar here on this page you'll find somewhere. So I really encourage you, if you were not on the session live or if you've not yet seen the recording, to go and watch that session, because I help people with all the questions that they have. And with my 20 plus years of knowledge as a full-time Forex trader, there's a lot of valuable content there. Now, I shared all my open trades live at the time of the webinar, and I explained why I had those trades open and which trades I had. And from last week, I shared all my trades, positive and negative trades. And you could see that I had a 6.5% gain last week with very low risk per trade, high reward to risk, everything that I talked to you. So you can see that from the previous trades, and you could see that on the live open trade. So there's nothing hidden, everything there for people to see. Now, one of the parts that I got from the session was I realized that there are so many people out there who all want to be traders, which is fantastic. But the trouble is, I got the impression from a lot of people that there's a lack of general trading knowledge out there. And maybe that comes about from people hearing about trading and wanting to get into trading, but not really spending that time up front to get that real knowledge. And for me, that was quite a concern, because it seemed to me that there were a lot of people on that webinar who were just not profitable, and yet they were still trading on live accounts of their own. And a lot of people seemed to be trading on prop firms and failing them. And that is just a complete and utter waste of your time and money. Because why would you go and invest in something, either your own live funds or a prop firm or both, when you don't really know what you're doing? And so the takeaways I got from that is that in general, most people seem to either not have a strategy. They didn't really have an actual trading plan. They didn't know what they were looking for. So I had questions about what is it that you're looking for? Like, what makes a trade? What in my eye sort of determines what is a trade and why? They don't know what pairs to look for. They don't know what time frames to look at. They don't know what even markets to look at. Are they looking at cryptos or metals or Forex? I got the questions, what's the best pair to trade? Well, there is no best pair to trade. It depends on what's happening in the market right now. What's the best time frame? Well, again, it depends what's setting up in the market right now. How do you enter a trade? Where do you put your stop loss? Where do you put your profit target? And so I feel that a lot of people don't have a set strategy and know exactly what to do. They don't know when to look at their charts. Are they looking sort of midway just through a candle's formation because they happen to be at their computer right at that point? If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I look at a candle pattern and I only look at the close of a candle. So I know exactly when I need to go and look at my charts. I know what time frames to look at and when. I look at strength and weakness of currencies, so I know which ones I'm preferring and in which directions. Again, it comes down to money management. That was lacking. People didn't understand risk. They didn't understand small controlled risk. They didn't understand how to calculate the lot size needed for various trades. Most people didn't seem to understand that your account denomination, if you're accounting US dollars or Canadian or euros or New Zealand dollars, is different payout per pip, and also depends on what currency pair you're trading. And so I found there was a lack of knowledge about that. So people didn't understand reward to risk either. And that they were just, putting X number of pips as a stop loss and X number of pips as a profit target, regardless of the pair or the current market conditions. So overall, just a big lack of general basic knowledge for people who are trading real money and investing time and money into this. And of course, what's the likely outcome for those people? It's, well, they're going to lose money, or they give up and they blame the market and it's rigged and it's the broker's fault. And, you know, and it's not, it comes down to it's your fault because you haven't put that time, that effort into it. Why waste money on a prop firm account when you could put that same money into some education? You know, and then learn to trade properly going forward. And I give information about how I trade prop firms with, you know, copying one account over multiple accounts. And so there's a lot of valuable information in that webinar. So I really encourage you to go and watch it. As I said, there's a link here. It's about 1 hour long and a huge amount of questions were covered and topics. Also, if you've got another 30 minutes, I really encourage you to jump on after you've seen that webinar to my 30-minute masterclass session. If you'd like to book a call to speak to myself or one of the team about how we can help you with your trading, after all, we've been doing this for over 16 years. We've got clients in 109 countries. We kind of know what we're doing. We know what works and we know what doesn't work. We know how to help people because people learn different styles, don't they? Some learn by watching, listening, reading, doing. So we cover all of that with our trades that we post for people and the way that the structure of the course is set up so you can learn it properly to fully understand and know exactly what to do and when to do it. And finally, if you're out there looking for a really good broker, I can highly recommend you consider Blueberry Markets. They have the MT5 trading platform with a huge number of markets available on there and some very good spreads, great people, very, very quick to get your funds back as well when you withdraw your profits from them as well. So I'll put a link to Blueberry Markets here as well. So don't forget to watch that 1 hour webinar. That was made just this week. It was live in front of a lot of people on there. Really encourage you to go and watch that. The link's here, and then have a look at the 30-minute masterclass. Any questions you have, please feel free to email me or comment below here, or send me an email directly, andrew@theforextradingcoach.com. I'll see you this time next week. Bye for now.